I noticed your truck and your American flags.
Yes, sir.
How come you're running for District 29?
You know what? I'm a father of 6 children with 3 grandchildren. Our former representative, which was Tony Cardenas, who I was hoping to challenge.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but the way you rolled your R was just so impressive. Okay, go.
Yeah, it's just, Tony Cardenas is someone I supported. I used to be a former strategist and organizer for the Latino Democratic Party and also for the union, a former union vice president.
Does that mean you left the Democratic Party?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I left the Democratic Party in 2016, and it was all God. I mean, I've always been a conservative. The Democratic Party that we belong to was pro-family, pro-God, always protecting the children, pro-business. In 3 years, the party changed, and unfortunately, Tony Cardenas, Alex Padilla, all the rest of them. I grew up with these guys. I helped build the Latino political machine. But 21 years ago, when I challenged them, I said, okay, guys, now we're all in office. We always blamed everybody else for our failures, another race. Now it's us in office, all the Latinos, and things have gotten worse. And we're talking about gang violence, teenage dropout, teenage pregnancy, illegal migration, and the abuse of the welfare system. Yes, Democrats were against illegal migration 20, 25 years ago. But what happened was, after they got into office, they realized there was a lot of money to be made. Money's through nonprofit organizations. So I asked a question at a private meeting. I said, gentlemen, we said we were going to run for office and solve all these 5 issues. Why haven't we done it? Things have gotten worse. One man that controls them, he's a lobbyist and a developer. He says, Benito, let me ask you a question. He goes, if we solve all these problems you're talking about, he goes, 3 questions. Number 1, he goes, then what issues will our candidates run on the next time we run for office? Think about that. He goes, number 2, do you realize how much money comes into our city and our states because of the problems we're dealing with? Nonprofit organizations, money for gang violence, money for immigration, so on and so forth. And number 3, because I was a union vice president for SCIU Local 99, he said, do you realize how many jobs it creates? I said, okay, wait, let me get this straight. So what you guys are telling me is that we're going to let our kids keep killing each other. We're going to let our young girls keep dropping out of school, depending on the welfare system, getting into drugs, alcohol, so on and so forth, because there's money to be made.
Sounds like the real Democratic plan, no?
It's been the plan, and I tell people what's happening here, it's not by coincidence. It was planned. This is what they had planned many, many years ago, and they're being very successful. So in 2016 is when the Lord told me to run against Tony Cardenas, and he was going to begin to expose the Democratic Party and their agenda. And that's why I'm in this. We're here to protect the innocence of our children.
So besides your children and protecting the welfare of your district, what are the bullet points that you're running for, sir?
Well, the top for me is inflation, immigration, indoctrination. Those are, I call it the 3 I's. They call me Triple B, Benny Bernal. I call it the 3 I's: inflation, immigration, and indoctrination. So obviously the border's got to be closed. We don't mind people wanting to come into our country to do things right, but right now, my biggest concern is the innocent women and children that are being sold into human sex trafficking. Why is nobody talking about that? Why is nobody talking about the trade militants that I was personally invited to by up to D.C. with Tom Homan in a private meeting a little over a year ago, showed us videos of the bodies that are laying in the desert, women that are hanging off the tree, children just being left there. These are things that no one's talking about, especially the trained militants. You're talking men who are physically fit between the ages of 18 and maybe 28 years old. So that's another reason why.
Beautiful. If people want to donate or see your campaign, what can they go to?
BernalForCongress.com. Go to BernalForCongress.com. That's BernalFor Congress.com. My website, social media links, donation links are all there. Thank you, and God bless you.
Lastly, it's just who's better for the Latino people, Kamala or Trump?
Well, it's not Kamala, it's Kemala. So Kemala means very bad. So she's very bad for the minority community, especially the Hispanics. So definitely the Hispanics, many of them are going behind Trump.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, sir.
God bless.
Doing a little quick car rally now. I missed a couple people, but good interviews. Fantastic interviews. Tracy Schrader? I have no idea what that is. David Conlon? There she is.